Wow, what a day it's been. So I've just finished my 3-day workshop on awakening conscious leadership. And I just got confirmation that we have all 3 days of videos. The Zoom gods have been good to us, and we have the recordings in hand, so I will be able to package that into a product for you. So my next part of this adventure, I'm back in the car, and I'm back on my healthcare journey right now. And so this is the part where I'd said in one of the earlier videos, I'm trying to remember if it was day 15 or wherever that landed. It might have been day 18, I don't know. It's the one where I was talking in the car on the way over to Dr. Mimi Guarneri's office, and talking about, offering myself as a case study in the best of what. Oh my God! I have to just before I go anywhere. I wanted to show you the view I'm looking at. This is the view that I'm. Oh my God! I surf as well, and it's very hard to look at the scene because every fibre of my being wants to be in the water right now. But this is my ride from our house past. We go up through Torrey Pines. This is Torrey Pines beach, and actually where I shot the video that other day when I was actually celebrating life itself was at the top of that hill. That was overlooking, that's Torrey Pines State Reserve. It's just the most beautiful walk, a most beautiful walk. So we're blessed to live like 10 minutes from our house. And this is our commute to my medical care. Oh God, that's so beautiful. So just going back to what I was sharing earlier, it's, I offered myself in a case study, and there are two arcs of that journey. And the reason why I want to kind of share documentary style my cancer journey is because I imagine that there are many other cancer patients or their families who would be very inspired by this to learn what does the best of conventional medicine look like, and what does the best of integrative holistic medicine look like, and the relationship, and what does that mean for healing. And there's another dimension to this. You're watching the love of my family, you're watching a certain spiritual awakening. So I want to also provide that hope that that you can experience intense thriving even in the midst of a terminal diagnosis. So, and I'm experiencing myself as just intensely thriving right now. So anyway, where I'm going right now is my conventional medicine care. We're driving up to Scripps Green Hospital, and this is the other part of that. This view you'll see when I'm driving in, and this is kind of like the conventional care part of my training, or part of my treatment. So you've met Dr. Malone, he's my neurosurgeon. I don't think you've met Dr. T yet. But I also have, you saw my experience on, I think it was on day 10 of, where we documented where I was going to get the radiation therapy at the Scripps MD Anderson Cancer Center. State-of-the-art radiation therapy. So right now where I'm going is I'm going to meet my medical oncologist. And I've been blessed. Again, the dream team is Dr. Malone, who's one of the top, he's the top neurosurgeon within the system, and if not the world. And then Dr. T is like the top radiation oncology therapist. And then now I'm going to meet with Dr. Mason, who is the head of medical oncology at Scripps. So he's the most experienced person in the system, on the medical treatment. And I'm anticipating I'm going to be getting I'm getting a prescription for my chemotherapy today. And we're going to ask him about some other questions about some other medical options that, so what I'm hoping, there's always uncertainty, is I'm hoping I can convince him to let me record the visit. Otherwise, it would be so much richer if you heard him talk. Otherwise, I will give a debrief of recommendations after this on the drive back. So either way, I'm going to make sure you follow that part of the journey. But my hope is he will let us record the visit, and so that that this can serve you if you're actually a cancer patient, or you have a family member who's going through cancer, or if you're part of, actually, interestingly enough, a patient advocacy organization that is caring for, that is really wanting to support the health and healing of cancer patients, you're welcome to share this channel with your entire network. So please share this, please subscribe and share this channel broadly wherever you feel it can serve best. So I just want to bless you with my story in ways that it provides hope and healing for anybody's cancer journey, or any, for that matter, coronavirus, or anybody else that's suffering. I mean, there's just so many diseases that people are already kind of facing. Or if you have depression, you have anxiety, whatever your form of suffering is, if this is helpful for you to see what the best of conventional care looks like and the best of integrative. Interestingly enough, there's a video early on with Scott Shannon that looks at what does integrative mental health look like. So, this applies to any patients, any suffering. So actually, here we are. We're actually at Scripps. This is Scripps. This is where I'm receiving my care. And Sue's going to, drive further. She's going to go to the next entry point. And but this actually, looking back, this is where I went to the ER. The ER is back there. That's where I went in. You see, I don't know if you can see those tents over there, because the ER is looking COVID friendly. So you go in through the outside, and they whisk you through these various stations, but it's really an outdoor ER. And then this over here is the main Scripps Green Hospital, and hopefully it'll turn green, because I want to share with you a sign that'll give you a sense of the largesse of this institution. And by the way, down where that truck is turning, that's where the cancer, the medical, you turn left, and that's where where I get my radiation therapy. But yeah, look at this. Best hospitals, US News, #1 in San Diego, Scripps. So I'm at the best hospital, here in San Diego, getting care. So I feel so blessed, and hopefully you'll get to meet Dr. Mason soon. Okay.